I just get the creeps.
Steven,
Steven, you can come out.
Okay, wait here. Let's go. Yeah. Dude, let's go back up to the. Dude, oh my God. Whoa, whoa.
Zoom in on that. Zoom in on that. Zoom in on that.
Whoa. What?
What's up guys, Case here, and I'm excited to start this one. I can't tell you guys how much Slender really affected my childhood in the, I guess, kind of latter stages of my schooling life. Talk about that in just a little bit, but I was on a toss-up. I was Aliens, SlenderMan. I did my polls, and Aliens won on some of the polls, and then SlenderMan won on the other. So I don't really, I didn't know which way I should go about this one. So I decided to go with SlenderMan. We're gonna get into it now. I did not think about this before, that I'm going to be playing the SlenderMan game. This is SlenderMan: The Arrival. We'll briefly talk about that later on. I don't know why I had in my head, this is gonna be like The Sims. I don't know why I thought that. Like, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like The Sims. And we're gonna be able to talk through and kind of discuss all the well, not theories, but all the story of SlenderMan and the main things that we're trying to figure out. What the Okay. The main things we're going to talk about: SlenderMan. We're going to talk about who he is, or it. I'm not sure. I'm not SlenderMan, I guess. Who he is. What's the behavior of this monster creature? We'll just go with that one. Where SlenderMan came from. Is he from a olden time folklore? Is he from modern day? Like, where did SlenderMan come from? That's kind of a fun little talk about. Where has SlenderMan landed in mainstream media? And then we're going to talk about, and probably the most interesting thing about all of this, and that is what I'm calling the kid trials. Tune in for this wild ride. I don't know if this is going to go over as easy as the Alexis Sharkey case did, because I'm already stressed out. We're just loading in. We just loaded into the game. If you guys don't know, we basically talk about lore. I say lore, but more of like trials, mysteries, conspiracies, and we touch a little bit of lore, which you're kind of seeing today. So bear with me as I try to get through this. I have no idea how this is going to go. So let's just dive right in. I'm just going to, enough with the babbling. Guys, check out my other stuff. I got it linked down below. Yeah, let's go right in. Oh, my sensitivity's so bad. Oh, I'm so stressed out right now. I actually wanted to start off talking about my experience with the SlenderMan. So I mentioned earlier that I had an experience with SlenderMan in my early days in schooling. I look back at it and I'm thinking that I was so foolish, but at the time I was super like, oh my God, like I can't believe I just saw the SlenderMan. I was playing this game when it came out. So about 2009 and 9-ish, 10-ish, when I came across this game, I had an experience where I was driving down the road. By the way, I have no idea what I'm doing. I was driving down the road. I was stressed out. I just spent my evening playing SlenderMan. I was going to hang out at my buddy's house, and I was coming up on this sign. Now, this sign just so happened to be like 12, 13 feet tall. It's getting really dark. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm going the right way. I'm coming up on this sign, but I don't see the sign because it's so far in the distance, but the way that it's casting the shadow made it look like there was this massive shadow of like the body of a person. I don't know if I can find a sign that looks like what I'm talking about, but it casts this shadow. As I'm driving towards this sign, I literally feel like I'm telling myself, I'm praying, and I'm like, okay, God, I'm about to meet you. I didn't think it was going to be by the way of the SlenderMan. Please make this as painless as possible. I swear to you guys. I am driving up, and I'm like sweating bullets, and I get up on the sign, and it's like, okay, I missed my exit. So that's my personal experience with the SlenderMan. Stressed me out as a kid. It was, it was so wild. Also, playing the game was probably the most popular thing for most people my age going into school was, you know, the infamous 8 pages. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And it was funny because I had this really bad Toshiba laptop that didn't even, I mean, it had a graphics card, but I don't even know if you can call it that. Barely ran, played it on this terrible, oh, please let me have a flashlight. Oh, I don't. You don't have a flashlight. Okay. Terrible laptop. And it was funny because my friends would come over and we would play where how the concept of the game worked was basically collect a page. And so every time someone would collect a page, we would switch off. Now I see that as being a little bit, oh God. Okay. I can see this is already getting wild. I can see that as being a little bit of being a chicken, you know, being a 16-year-old kid, 15-year-old kid. That was all I could really muster up the strength for.
The Grossman translates to the great man or the tall man and is a sort of German boogeyman. He's described as a fairy of the Black Forest, lining up with one of the original mythos of SlenderMan, that he often stalks forests rather than cities or towns. Here, he would take away bad children who entered the forest at night.
That is my history with SlenderMan. Now let's talk about the SlenderMan. Now, if you guys do not know, left click to interact with highlight. Okay, simple. Oh God. The SlenderMan is this tall, lanky. That's that's comedic. Tall, lanky, no face, pale creature. His behavior is he stalks mostly children, makes them go crazy. I don't know if there's anything about like him being aggressive in the sense of like physically hurting anything. What is that? Is that a page? It says 1. Oh God. We'll have a zoom. Oh, that's terrifying. Very creepy demeanor. Basically, we'll just sit there, and as long as, at least how the game was set up, as long as you looked at him, the more insane you'd go, and that's kind of how you take you. Seems to be more children that he focuses on. I don't know if it's because they can be driven into insanity faster. I'm hoping to God there's a flashlight somewhere. Basically, can be, ooh, that's gotta be, I want that. How do I pick it up? Oh, hey, what the, why? Okay, moving on. Already stressed out as it is. Let's talk about when Slendy was created. Slendy was created back in 2009. So unfortunately, it's the buzzkill that he was not of ancient times. They say, you know, that could be a lie. Created in 2009 by Eric Knudsen. I think that's how you say last name. I hope I don't get that wrong. Okay, there's a page over here. That's. Oh.
Well, since the last spoke, hasn't it? I hope you haven't forgotten about me. I know writing a letter is old fashioned. Sometimes I like to just sit down and write something out, you know? So I can't remember what I was doing at the time, but all the stuff we used to do when we were kids just came rushing back to me all of a sudden the other day. Remember when I'd sneak over at night so we could both go out on our adventures? Ghost hunting, we called it.
We shine the flashlight through the trees and jump at every little insignificant noise. That's probably what we're going to be doing this entire little run here.
Imaginations were always working in overdrive. I wish I could rewind back to then. Seems like everything after that time just hasn't been as good for both of us. How long has it been? How long has it been again? It has been at least a couple of years, hasn't it? She was always kind of mean to me. Maybe she actually knew something new about us sneaking out all the time. Guess we'll never. Sorry, ignore all of that. I started rambling too much. Anyways, please let me hear from you soon. Though things have been less than normal for you lately, so I just want again. ER.
Oh, item added to your scrapbook. Okay, I feel like I just started something that probably shouldn't have. Anyways, and he was inspired by H.P. Lovecraft, some Stephen King, really those horror cornerstone giants back in the day. Now, a lot of people speculate where Slendy was really, where his origins were from. I remember back in the day, was it this infamous photo, which I'll pop up here? SlenderMan was actually created from a Photoshop contest. Oh, number 2. We're gonna take this and then he was created from a Photoshop contest. It was an entry that I don't actually know if I saw if it won or not, but it rapidly took really like the internet by storm. YouTube specifically really took off with this. I mean, absolutely went bonkers with it. There is, like I mentioned earlier, this really famous black and white photo that, to be fair, for most of my high school going up, I actually was like speculating, is this real or not? There is a quote on the post that's so off-putting. We didn't want to go, we didn't want to kill them, but its persistent silence and outstretched arms horrified and comforted us at the same time. Now, this is all that people knew about SlenderMan, and from that, this massive world of lore came out. They put a tag on it for a date, which was back in the 80s, and they just basically, there was no name, nothing attached. It was just this. Also, there is another photograph that accompanied it. One of two recovered photographs from the Sterling City Library blaze, notably for being taken the day which 4 children vanished and for what it is referred to as the Slender Man. This photo was wild because for someone that was not familiar with Photoshop, I was, like I said, it caused me to sweat bullets with this experience that I had. I was a young, dumb kid. I didn't know what I was getting into. So all of these really sparked this interest and I guess fascination with this creature, I guess you can say. It was originally just meant to be a creepypasta. That's what I thought was kind of like in researching this was kind of crazy, was it was literally for like this very niche contest and it just went absolutely nuts. Said it inspired so much, expanded to games, to movies, a whole slew of fiction. Yeah, and there's this one thing. I'm going to read this when we get back into the game. I'm going to tell you all this in just a second. Thanks for calling last night. It probably sounds dumb, but it was good to hear your voice again. Good to hear that Lauren's been doing really well too. But yeah, about what all we said, I'm not sure what to think of it yet. What are the odds of 2 people having the same exact hallucination? Oh God. Could it really just be a coincidence? I have to go to my doctor today for some routine stuff, so I'm going to try and casually bring this up and see what he says about it. Let you know how it goes. Sick. Okay. Whoa, I didn't mean to. No. Oh. Ah. I just did that. I just did that. I'm gonna sprint back. Okay. I got back to where we were, and I did not expect that to happen. I'm so sorry. Back to what's going on. We can click out of it. Don't hit escape, Casey. That's not what you do. Okay, so there's this really famous wood carving in the SlenderMan universe that, again, fooled the likes of me as a child. That was really loud. I'm gonna throw it up there. It does come with a big paragraph that... Okay. Like that. It does come with this big long paragraph, and it just so happens to look extremely real, but it is again a photoshopped image. I don't know if it was for the same contest or if it was just in light of the actual lore expanding like we were talking about earlier, but it is very interesting. I thought y'all guys would like to know that. Really cool little fun facts about old Slendy. Don't like that. I don't like that. I saw that something over here we could read. Is SlenderMan actually inspired a lot of stuff in like pop culture period. So I don't know if you guys ever played Minecraft or ever looked into Minecraft at all or even seen what was going on with Minecraft, but there's this certain creature on the game called the Enderman, and I remember the very first time I ever dealt with an Enderman, and it was an experience. And I remember thinking like, whoa, like this is crazy because this reminds me a lot of SlenderMan. Come to find out, it was inspired by SlenderMan. More for the scrap. I think we've done everything downstairs. Okay, it also inspired a movie, the SlenderMan movie. We took the time to watch the SlenderMan movie, and I will say that I felt like in all, the SlenderMan movie came out in 2018. I felt like they really got it for most of the movie, and then felt like they dropped the ball. I must say, as a fan of the Slendy universe, I felt like there was just so much more that could have been done with the movie. And it was sad because I really was excited to see it, and I had seen reviews and I didn't want to believe it. I feel like we're just going into something that probably shouldn't be walking into. These doors make terrible sounds. So that's pretty cool. It inspired that. It inspired a series called Marble Hornets. Now, fun little fact about Marble Hornets and doing my research on this is it came out like literally like within like maybe 2 weeks after the SlenderMan, the very original photo came out, which is, okay, that's important. Which is insane to me that this person created this series based on old Slendy, and this is just epitome of everything I hate. Oh God, can you see it? No, I don't want to see it. Through the woods? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, this is gonna be tough. We're gonna still talk about Slendy, okay? The Marble Hornets series was created, oh God, about 10 days, I think it was, after this is the toughest thing I've ever done in my life. I don't want to go out there. Through the woods? Jesus. Does that mean this way? Which way's the woods? Oh, shoot. 10 days after the SlenderMan original photo came out, and with that, I think it was like 3 or 4 seasons of this web series called Marble Hornets inspired a whole movie. Okay, that's definitely a fence out to the woods. Was birthed from this. Now, I'm not going to go too far into Marble Hornets because Marble Hornets is a massive project that if you want to go check it out, I definitely recommend it. Chris and I watched it for a little bit. I don't know if I'm out of the... I must say to the creator of Marble Hornets, kudos to you, my friend. You killed it. That's awesome. Oh God, this seems like it's just gonna get bad. Oh. Okay. This seems like a massive project. What was going on here? It inspired... I think it's technically 3 games, but there's 2 acclaimed games. The second or the third game itself, I don't really see too many people talking about it. I played the absolute crap out of that game, but it's called SlenderMan Shadow. There's really not much. It's basically a play on the original SlenderMan. However, it is different maps, different things like that. That'll bring us right into the block where we talk about the 8 pages. Now, SlenderMan the 8 pages was the most basic horror game that was essentially you are doing exactly what I'm doing right now. You get on a map. I can't see anything. You essentially go and you look for 8 pages. Now, the more pages you collect, which is why I'm getting more stressed out, the more pages you collect, the more aggressive SlenderMan gets. And it's very, very basic, but like I said, as a grown man, I'm scared as all get out right now, and I'm guessing we're turning on generators. So it inspired that, and then it inspired the game we are playing right now, which is SlenderMan The Arrival, which I think is technically considered the sequel to the 8 pages, but I'm not 100% putting my finger on that one. I came across this, and I bought this game when it first came out, and I'm not gonna lie, I was too chicken to play it, and I don't know how I talked myself into playing it now. Oh, my heart. I don't know why it did that. Now, in the game, just like what you saw just happen, he would teleport and stuff, and you would see him in front of you. That is so loud. You would see him in front of you, your thing would go all staticky, and you would pretty much be meeting your demise. So that's the games, like I said. Also, there's this really creepy song, thanks to a friend of mine that let me know about it. I listened to it, and I wish I didn't.
SlenderMan, SlenderMan, all the children try to run. SlenderMan, SlenderMan, to him it's part of the fun.
I don't really know if there's anything else going on with the song, but to be honest, that's about what we got going on here. Now, I don't think he's hunting it. I think that we're good, at the moment at least.
It's nearly 7 years since Waukesha 12-year-olds Anissa Wire and Morgan Geyser were first in court, charged with stabbing their classmate Peyton Leitner. They said they did it to please the fictional boogeyman SlenderMan. Peyton nearly died.
Do you feel like you're a survivor?
Yeah, I shouldn't be alive. I really shouldn't after what happened.
Do you remember leaving the park to go to the woods?
They just wanted to go on a walk, and I didn't think much of it. It's just a walk. It's in Waukesha. Like, what bad stuff happens in Waukesha, Wisconsin?
So let's get into really the kind of the bread and butter of why I even remotely wanted to do this. Really kind of an insane situation here where SlenderMan, like I said, it took the world by storm. Oh my God, I think I just went into a dead end. Oh, this is not good. Took the world by storm, was all over. Really, if you had an internet profile, whether it be YouTube or anything around that time, you probably came across old Slendy at some point. That is exactly what happened to these two young girls. Now, these young girls are Anissa and Morgan Geyser. Anissa... Shoot. Okay. Probably should have talked about this first, to be honest. Anissa Wire, I think is how you say her name, and Morgan Geyser. They became extremely fascinated with our friend Slendy, and I just don't want this to be happening right now. They were browsing around on this creepypasta, going into, because like I said, it inspired a ton of fan fiction and just lore stories, whether it be canon or not. They just kind of let it take a hold of their life. Now, they had a friend named Peyton who was actually He came for me. Why didn't I listen? He was right. He said this would happen. Help me. Need CR. That's who? Okay, he knows how to. In this, come find me. Don't let him in. Okay, guys, I think this is where this starts. Anyways, let me preface this story so I can tell you the story. So, they have a friend named Peyton. Now, these girls weren't friends too terribly long. It's actually, you can actually go watch, there's a whole documentary about this whole situation, this whole case. Basically, two friends that were very like-minded. They were interested in the Slender Man. They became friends because really they didn't have anybody else, and they grew this fascination. Now, basically what happened is two girls lured this friend Peyton, unsuspecting friend, out into the woods, which this is probably the toughest thing to talk about in this entire situation. Had a knife and stabbed Peyton, I want to say it was 19 times. I think it was 19 times. Yeah, all over her body. Don't tell me I just exit out. Okay, so I hit escape, guys, and I had to go all the way back to the beginning, and apparently there's like no save points, period, here. There's no save points. So I am so sorry. We're going to kick off right here with the story of the kids. I could not believe I did that. On May 31st, 2014, mind you, quite a bit of time has passed since the original creation of the Slender Man. The universe has now expanded and become way more broad. Two girls, 12 years old exactly, come across Slender Man. They become infatuated with the Slender Man. I don't know what I just did. I think I just actually started the game. Oh no. Oh, we're loading in. They become infatuated with Slender Man. This plays into a little bit later, but not Slender Man, but Creepypasta, the wiki site which Slender Man was created and all the lore expanded on, was actually not banned at their school. These two girls became friends through their infatuation, really, of the Slender Man. Now, you know the lore of Slendy. He gets in your head, he makes you kind of go crazy and stuff, and to this point, they started kind of believing a lot of the stuff they're reading online. This led to them becoming, which they speak on later, start getting driven insane because they think that the Slender Man is going to come after them and kill their families. This leads them to feeling like, okay, we need to do something about this. Now, there's a whole lore concept in the Slendy universe called being a proxy. Now, when you're a proxy of Slendy, he does not do anything to you. You're his servant. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I stopped something from this. Why did that do that? God, that gave me chills. we just go past? You basically become a servant to him and do his bidding. Now, these two girls believe that they needed to do something to keep their family safe. There is a girl named Peyton, very unfortunate victim in all of this. Oh, goodness, this is not good. Peyton is a friend of one of the girls, a long-term friend. Mind you, these two girls have not known each other that long. Oh, that's footsteps behind me. I just don't even want to look. Peyton does not take part in this whole situation. She's very neutral, I guess you could say. Well, these two girls believe that, unfortunately... Oh, always watching one of... Oh, God. I've had a feeling this is what is going to happen. They believe that they need to sacrifice Peyton to the Slender Man in order to keep their family safe. How they did this is they lured their friend out. Oh, God. Out. Why is that happening? Please get away. Oh, God. Please get away. Out into the woods. Ultimately stabbed Peyton 19 times. One of the cuts was so close to an artery that had it actually reached that, it would have 100% killed her. No. What's happening? Please. Please. Why? I don't like this. I'm just looking for pages. After they did their bidding, they told Peyton, who is still alive, they told Peyton that they were going to go get help. Mind you, they had no intention of getting help. They ended up leaving her in the woods, basically was walking to this big forest to essentially live with the Slender Man in the ultimate duty of keeping their family safe. Now, this is what I find the most crazy out of all of this. I just assumed that there would be something in here, and I think I've doomed myself. Hey, oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Peyton ended up crawling. Mind you, these are kids. Ended up crawling. My dog is in the kitchen, and I did not. Crawling to the road in which she was found by a cyclist. I have to just give... Oh my God, please. I haven't even seen him yet. He's somewhere that I'm not... Okay. I was wanting... No, never mind. We just won't see him. Ended up crawling to the road, and the fact that she did this after being stabbed 19 times is absolutely insane. What the willpower to live is absolutely crazy. A cyclist, and I just cannot even imagine what went through the cyclist's mind, ended up finding her, calls the cops. They end up taking her to the ER where she sat. I believe it was, I don't know the exact time. Oh God, that was him. The exact time or time frame, but she was actually able to return back to school. Help me, please. Yes, I agree. She was actually able to return back to school for that school that year. Now, the two girls ended up getting found about 5 miles down the road. That's a long ways for some kids to be walking, in which they actually ended up having the knife on them. These kids obviously didn't know what they were doing. They were scared out of their mind, which ultimately led to them being taken to trial. Now, one of the big things about this case is the fact that these kids were not tried as kids. They were tried as adults at the age of 12. Oh my God, is there... oh my God. No. Now, I don't know where I'm going. There's no lights anywhere. Oh God. Y'all saw them? Once they were taken into custody, it was kind of a strange occurrence because one of them actually pretty much showed immediate remorse for the entire situation. And in the interviews ended up saying, like, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want anything to... What the... Oh my God, I think that was a page. Wait, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, please, Jesus Christ. We just going around. Oh my God. He's teleporting everywhere. He's a telly boy. Is that a page? That's not a page. There's a page here, though. We got a juke. It was actually pretty vivid in there how one of them really just didn't seem like they cared. It's teleporting everywhere, but there's a photo somewhere around here. There's a picture that I need, and I need him to chill out because I need to find it. I don't know where it's at, and it's gotta be, it's right there. Jesus Christ. We're only 5 in. What the heck? I thought that was insanely strange because one of them, like I said, had no remorse, no sympathy whatsoever. Guys, I don't even know how I found 5. Geyer ended up being found guilty of first degree attempted homicide, I believe, and the other one was found for second degree. They were both, like I said, they were both tried as adults. Oh my God, oh my God. The trial did take some time because of the nature of everything. In 2017, Wire, pleaded guilty to the part and attempted, oh my Jesus Christ. I'm losing track and I'm trying not to, but he's like on my butt. She pleaded guilty, but the jury found her not guilty to mental illness. Oh Jesus, is this on like a time limit or something? Because he is bent on getting me. That's a rock. This is probably my demise. Geyser accepted a plea offer, which meant that she wouldn't have to go to trial and that she would actually be seen by psychiatrists, therapists of the sort. Later, she did end up... Later, she did end up pleading guilty, but she was found not guilty as well by reasons of mental illness. She actually was diagnosed with schizophrenia. You guys know that illness. It is very, very... and sorry, to add to it, her dad actually was diagnosed with schizophrenia. It plays heavily into like how the infatuation of this whole story kind of affected her. In the aftermath of all of this, what ended up happening, I thought was actually pretty amazing. What the creators of this seems not good at all. Not good. Oh shoot! Oh God! Please! I'm sprinting. How do you expect me to get in this woods? I'm getting away. Oh my God! Oh my God! He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Jesus, we're going back this way. Oh, how did I not die? They ended up blocking, they ended up blocking the, is that a page here? No, not a page. They ended up blocking, I'm so stressed out, guys. They ended up blocking the creepypasta website, which I can imagine why, at the school. The community of the creepypasta, however, did do a, basically like a giant fundraiser for the GoFundMe for the victim, which I thought was amazing, insanely sweet of the community, because they came out and said essentially like, hey, this does not represent us. We all understand that this is the part of fiction. Oh my God. Essentially that, we don't want this girl to represent anything that we got going on over here. The creator of SlenderMan, which I actually didn't know, this is not said in the documentary, but the creator of SlenderMan actually came out afterwards sending his condolences to the victim, saying that that was never what he intended. Again, absolutely amazing that these people even reached out. This is such an abstract situation. Like I said, it ended up inspiring the documentary. Go check it out. It's a crazy story. Girl, like I said, she ended up living something that I thought was actually very, 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 very crazy. Girl ended up going out in an interview afterwards. Jesus, I might be dead. I'm trying to get away. Can you jump on here? I'm just running it. I don't even know if I'm running. I may not even be running. I don't even know if I'm moving. Oh, how did I do that? Oh my God. I don't know where I'm at. I think I saw a map, but I don't even know where that was, and he was on me. This is the building again. This isn't good. Maybe there's a trail this way. Maybe this way? Anyways, back to where not back that way. Maybe he's trying to help me know where to go. Not back that way, though. It's not back that way. I'm going to get this statement out here. I don't know why he doesn't want me to, but ended up coming out afterwards in the interview, mind you, that I'm talking about the victim, and saying that the whole situation actually inspired her to... I just don't even know if I think I'm dead. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm gonna use this time to finish this whole situation up. Mind you, came out that used this as inspiration to get into medicine, which I thought was so powerful to take such a tragic situation and just absolutely crazy all around ordeal and use it for such a positive mental. I don't know. I just like hearing that, like, it's so optimistic. She even described how like most of the scars from the wounds were, you know, pretty much completely gone. And I just think that this was such a powerful statement. Like I said, I have to give light to that, and the fact that she didn't seem like she was bitter and holding much because they were young, they were kids. And unfortunately, this was the whole situation where kids were ultimately manipulated mentally, but not really in a way that like anyone really had control over. This was such a freak accident. It was such a freak situation that like just really shouldn't have happened. Unfortunately, it did. Everyone lived and learned from this. Like, obviously kids at that age should not be seeing stuff like this, and I think that's what kind of came out of it. So anyways, I was really looking into all of that, and I just found it super fascinating. I thought you guys would find this interesting. This was way tougher than I thought it was going to be. The Sims one, to be honest, with that case, it was tough because it was my first time doing it. I felt a little bit better around this, this go around. But this one was very stressful, and I hope I articulated as best as I could. Like I said, the documentary goes heavily into it. We'll give you a lot about the kids' trial, the SlenderMan trial that happened. I was hoping I could set everything up and kind of do it in a unique way and play the game and stuff. Guys, this is where I'm going to say, comment down below if there's any other videos, any other lore, mystery, anything like that you'd like me to create. I'm gonna throw a gimmick out here. We're gonna play this game again and play past this if you guys want me to. Maybe stream it. We're gonna stop here. I'm gonna leave it here on this retry because honestly my heart can't take it. And we're gonna have some fun on a live stream playing this game. I had an absolute blast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If there's more about Slendy that I didn't cover that maybe y'all want to cover, or maybe some of y'all's favorite fiction around Slendy, let me know, and yeah, we'll have a good time. So without further ado, we'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.